today's current affairs. The first topic today, very important, Mission Shakti. Mission Shakti. India successfully testified. India successfully testified a sophisticated anti-satellite missile. Anti-satellite missile Shakti. It destroyed a live satellite flying in low Earth orbit, LEO satellite. It destroyed. So India got this space war technology, Mission Shakti anti-satellite missile, and this successful space mission has made India the fourth country to get this space superpower. America, Russia and China got this technology. The technology is the capability to destroy a satellite through a missile in space. Mission Shakti, India successfully testified anti-satellite missile. Anti-satellite missile. And India testified with LEO, low Earth orbit satellite. And Prime Minister announced proudly that it is our capability now to go for a superpower status in space, and it will not be used against anyone. It is purely India's defense and security purposes. It is not for offensive purpose. We will never use Mission Shakti to destroy somebody's satellites, but it is only for defensive and security purposes. That is called Mission Shakti today testified. It's one of the rare achievements you have to remember for prelims. Mission Shakti. Next important news. RBI have fined 2 crore rupees, imposed a fine of 2 crore rupees. Reserve Bank of India have imposed a fine of 2 crore rupees on Punjab National Bank as they have not properly followed SWIFT norms. If you transfer money from one country to other country, you should follow SWIFT norms. SWIFT, SWIFT. Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Communications. SWIFT. Society for Worldwide Interbank Financial Telecommunications. This is called SWIFT. And Mitra Shakti is a joint training exercise between Indian Army and Sri Lankan Army. Operation Mitra Shakti. It's a joint training exercise between Indian Army and Sri Lankan Army. The name is Mitra Shakti, and the Mitra Shakti was held at Sri Lanka. It was held at Sri Lanka, Mitra Shakti. Next important news, as you all know, already we have discussed, ISRO is going to launch 29 satellites on April 1st. ISRO is going to launch 29 satellites on April 1st, including EMISAT, Electronic Intelligence Satellite. Total 29 satellites. 28 satellites belong to third parties. Only our satellite is EMISAT, Electronic Intelligence Satellite. Rest all 28 third party satellite. ISRO for the first time is going to demonstrate new technology. We are placing satellites in 3 different orbits with the same launching mission. We are placing satellites in 3 different places, 3 different orbits with a new variant of PSLV rocket, PSLV C-45, PSLV Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle C-45. So this is also interesting news, Mission Shakti and this. And one more interesting news is NASA. NASA's telescope. See, you know, we have in India ASTROSAT. It's a telescope space observatory. Basically, it's a space observatory. In NASA, they have Hubble. In America, they have Hubble Space Telescope. It's called HUBBLE. And for prelims, you may get a question. Hubble Space Telescope is going to be outdated, old. Now we are going to have, in NASA, they are going to have new telescope in place of Hubble. The name is James Webb. The name is James Webb. JAMES, James, WEBB. NASA is going to have new space telescope in future. The name of new space telescope of NASA is James Webb. So the news today is NASA's Hubble captured birth of a giant storm. NASA's Hubble telescope captured birth of a giant storm in Neptune. In Neptune, a giant storm. So NASA's Hubble telescope have detected a giant storm in the planet Neptune. And coming to today's newspaper, CBI on Sarada case. CBI on Sarada case. Supreme Court said Supreme Court will not close its eyes in very serious matters. Supreme Court will not close its eyes in very serious matters. What is this all about? Sharada, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's wife. In Bengal, the name carries some legitimacy. If you name something as Sharada or somebody as Sharada, in Bengal it carries lot of legitimacy because Ramakrishna Paramahamsa's wife name is Sharada. And the scam is like, it's like linking money laundering scheme. For example, if you pay 100 rupees every month, after 2 years we will give you 20,000 rupees, 30,000 rupees. So they will tell show extra benefits, tell extra benefits. There will be very big pyramid of agents. It's a pyramid of agents. Every agent will collect some money, like agri gold scam. So every agent will get some money commission in between. Finally the scam was bursted, and even the small poor people, lower middle class, all these people saved their money, not only in Bengal but also in Orissa, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, nearby areas also people saved the money. And the probe is going on Sarada scam. Supreme Court now directed CBI to do it very fast. The Sarada group collected 2,459 crores in 4 years. 2,459 crores. They have returned 1,983 and they have not even returned any interest, nothing. So this is a serious case, fraud on people. Fraud on people. There are many financial scams, as you all know, PNB scam, Sharda scam, Sahara scam, NPS, Vijay Mallya scam. There are many scams. Sharda scam is also very important. Just remember, it's like pyramid, collecting the money, small deposits, promising high rates of interest. Promising high rates of interest. This is called Sharda scam. And next important thing, page number 7. If we go to page number 7, India's carbon dioxide emissions up by 5%. India's carbon dioxide emissions up by 5%. This topic is very important for mains. More than prelims, for mains. I will explain the points inside the article. Kindly understand. Greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, ozone, okay, all these comes under greenhouse gases. These greenhouse gases are very dangerous to the flora and fauna and to the earth because they contribute for global warming. More and more release of greenhouse gases create lot of adverse effect to the atmosphere. A simple example, even the ice sheets will melt and low-lying islands will submerge. Agriculture will get affected. Human beings will get lot of diseases and heat will be more. We cannot survive. There is lot of, see, in the simple word, it's a climate change. We will see the heated atmospheres, and we are conducting a summits called COP summits, COP summits, Conference of Parties. And recently COP24 was held at Katowice, Poland. Very important prelims question. COP24, Katowice, Poland, Katowice, Katowice, Poland. And COP21 was held at Paris. COP21 was held at Paris. Now, Kyoto Protocol, which was made in 1997, whose time period is 2007 to 2012, has not been, it was a failure. By 2020, that means by next year, we are going to have new protocol to protect the environment. According to recent IPCC report, in November end or December first week, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change released a report on environment. That report is showing facts that unless immediately you take an action to protect environment and to reduce greenhouse gases, the world temperatures are going to rise more than 2 degrees Celsius very soon. So you have to do some work. For that reason, every country promised certain things. India also promised that I will reduce emission intensity. Means for every extra unit of GDP production, I will cut down emissions, I will go for environmental friendly and renewable energy sources. 40% of my energy requirements, I go with renewable energy sources. Like that, I will create more extra carbon sink, 2.5 to 3 billion tons. India promised many things. But last year, if you see in the carbon emission data projected by International Energy Agency, India's carbon emissions are more than USA and China, and they were increased by 5%. Instead of decreasing, we are increasing. Our commitment is to decrease. Even if you decrease, we cannot say that we can survive. As Stephen Hawking told, mankind should search for a new planet after 1,000 years to live. Mankind should search for a new planet after 1,000 years to live. This was the situation. This is the issue of Indian carbon dioxide emissions. India's carbon dioxide emissions up by 5%. It's a very important thing. Without reading this article, means this issue should not go for mains exam. How greenhouse gases emissions issues and what are the issues we have to go with that. Next article is about maximum gambit. Maximum gambit. Today's editorial, maximum gambit. What is this maximum gambit? The Congress party have promised minimum income guarantee. Every month 6,000 rupees income guarantee. That means you are going to give 72,000 per annum. If you consider bottom 20% of Indians, you have to spend 3.6 lakh crores. Even if you give this income guarantee of 6,000, if you consider bottom 20% of Indians, bottom 20%, you are going to spend 3.6 lakh crores. But the party promise have not told how it is going to fund this money, how it is going to bring this money. But the other said, PM Kisan helps in agrarian crisis. Telangana's Raitu Bandhu and Odisha's programs, they help for agrarian crisis. But this unconditional transfer definitely help in improving health, education and living standards, no doubt. People, some of them might become lazy, they may stop going to the employment and by taking money they will sleep in the house. Even that is good, because if there is a demand in labor market, automatically wages will increase. If people don't go for work, there will be demand in labor market. If there is demand in labor market, almost wages go up. But the only thing the other is saying is how they are going to get this money. Giving 3.6 lakh crores means almost the money which we needed for food subsidy, double the money which we need for food subsidy, 4 times the money which we need for fertilizer subsidy. So this is a serious issue which we have to think of. Next article, a bridge to nowhere. A bridge to nowhere. Aadhaar payment bridge system. APBS. What is this? Aadhaar payment bridge system. I will give you 2 examples. 2 years back, one girl, her name is Santoshi Kumari. She went for, along her mother, with her mother, she went for food grains to PDA shop. 2 days she was made to wait, 3rd day she died. And the PDA shop owner asked her Aadhaar card. A widow, her name is Premani Kunwar in Jharkhand. She did not get widow pension for 2 months, and the money got transferred into other accounts because her Aadhaar have some other link, and she died in 2017. The example of Premani Kunwar was written in the newspaper. Coming back, Jan Dhan Yojana bank account and Aadhaar link, when the government was in stress to link most of the bank accounts with Aadhaar card, there was so much of mess happened. Haphazard things were happened. For example, my Aadhaar card is linked with her bank account. So there are many messy things that happened when this Aadhaar based payment system started. And with that, for most of the schemes and programs, direct benefit transfer and other things, there is a lot of halla-gulla that is going on, and which is making the poor people's life to revolve around pillar to the post. Poor people's life to revolve around the pillar to the post. A simple example is this Airtel wallets. Suddenly 190 crores LPG subsidies have, with the mistake of Udai, went into Airtel, and eKYC norms were banned for the Airtel, and Airtel was in trouble for 6 months. So there are various things because of this Aadhaar based payment systems, Aadhaar based payment bridges. So what we have to do, we need regulations, we need proper issues, but the thing is the procedure should be proper, and it needs some time. You should not do in a hurry way, you should not link everything. Poor man's benefit should not be linked with Aadhaar card always. You can link it, but it should be phase wise, but not suddenly substantially. Next important article, you all know, in New Zealand 50 people who went to Friday prayers were killed by a gunman. New Zealand Prime Minister announced that they are going to ban MSSA, military style semi-automatic missile weapons, military style semi-automatic weapons and assault rifles. Military style semi-automatic weapons and assault rifles. It's a good gesture. Let's hope peace will prevail there. And next article is on Brexit. Nobody knows what is going to happen in Britain. Nobody knows. Let's go with